Here we go. Money talk. Here comes the money talk. Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
What is up? Welcome back to Let's Talk MMA. As always, I am Colby.
I'm Brody.
Where they at? Tell them where they at.
Welcome back to the only channel where picks and bets are the same thing.
Man, this is going to be a good one. I'm excited. This is I don't know if I want to call it rare, but it's been a while. It's been a while since Brody and I have had all the same picks. Couple different methods, all the same picks. So, as we go through, as we do when we talk bets, we're going to play a little bit of our own devil's advocate here, because most of the fights, anyone on the flip side of the coin, I can see why. I understand. So we're going to try to play a little bit of our own devil's advocate here, because usually I got him trying to write me, I got me trying to write him, blah, 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 blah. Regardless, this is a pretty stacked fight night card. Honestly, pretty excited. Pretty excited. Everyone knows what next weekend consists of. This isn't going to be as good as that, but it's a nice placeholder. And hopefully we can all make some money to roll into Freedom 250. So anybody who's in here early, I want to say thank you very much. And let's rock and roll. Let's get right into it. So up first we got Carnelossi.
116 pounds, the official weight for
Barbosa. Or no, she's going up against Sousa. Ketlin Sousa.
116 pounds, the official weight
Both
for
women making weight.
Sousa.
So, if you don't watch a ton of prelims, ton of women's fights, you might see this and be like, oh, easy pick. But you would be wrong. You would be wrong. Brody and I are both rocking the Ketlin Sousa side. Ariane Carnelossi, I think I said this in the last video, she's not a fighter. She's a girl who fights. And there's a big difference there. She isn't too skilled. She's not that well versed. She's not that well rounded. She's just fucking wicked strong. She's obviously, look at her. She's a deltoid machine. She's very, very strong. But women's MMA has evolved to a point where that only gets you so far. And I don't see Ariane Carnelossi being able to bully Ketlin Sousa here for 3 rounds. I do see Sousa having the upper hand everywhere. I think she's going to be better on the feet. I don't think she's really going to be looking to keep it on the feet all too long. Not because there's danger, but I think she's just better on the ground. So we could definitely see her mixing some wrestling here. I see a pretty one-sided 30-27 decision for Ketlin Sousa coming. I think we might get this one out of the way early, and I think there's going to be a lot of finishes on this card. I think there's going to be a lot of finishes, but I don't see one happening here. I think it's going to be a pretty straightforward Ketlin Sousa decision. Sitting at a -115, or money line's -310, so do with that as you will. Over 2.5, sitting at a -238, so the odds makers are thinking exactly what we're thinking. I would say Carnelossi's only real path to victory here would be if she is able to keep this on the feet and maybe clinch and keep Sousa against the cage. But if Carnelossi ends up on top, Sousa's got pretty good grappling. I think she'll be able to reverse. I think she'll be looking to get back up. And I don't see a super clear path to victory here for Carnelossi. So I'm rocking with the Sousa decision. I was earlier in the week. I still am. What do you think of Brody?
I'm on the same side with you. Carnelossi's been really kind of a poor performance in the UFC. She's barely scraping by. She's barely fighting, to be honest.
Yeah, she's not very active.
3-3 in the UFC. Ketlin Sousa is also 3-3, but she's fighting the way better competition.
Yeah.
You can argue.
Which makes it look at the Jocelyn Edwards fight a few weeks. That was a huge point we made. Competition matters. Which is going to come back to bite us in the ass on some of our later picks, but
you can look at the Pura Rodriguez fight for both of these women. Sousa lost a split to Pura Rodriguez, which she could have easily won that fight, and Carnelossi was finished by Pura Rodriguez.
This is their
Carnelo's not the
second
greatest.
fight, by the way, for anybody that isn't aware. They have fought before. It was years ago, though. So you can't really take it into account too much. They're both completely different fighters. I will say Carnelosi did win the first fight, but I don't think it's going to matter. It's not like it was a year ago,
2019.
Exactly. So you can't really factor it in, but I do want to mention that these women have met before in the octagon.
Then Carnelosi came into the UFC off of that fight and got doctor stoppage by Angela Hill.
Yep.
I mean, got subbed by Talita Allen Carter last fight in round 3, showing her cardio kind of breaks. She's kind of reckless on the ground.
I mean, look at her build. She doesn't look like she would have good cardio. It's hard with that much muscle.
Lesnar build.
Who had terrible
I think she's
cardio.
going to try to wrestle. I think it's going to be her downfall. I think Ketlin Souza is going to have the good sweeps, the good BJJ, the good control. Probably going to outstrike her. I like Souza.
Yeah, just
Souza's decision.
I think she's a lot better everywhere. Not even like a little better where it matters. I just think she's a lot better everywhere. And from that fight, she has evolved tenfold compared to Carnelosi, who's kind of just plateaued a bit. You could tell Carnelosi's heart isn't in it the way that Sousa's heart's in it. Carnelosi would do very well being like a women's bodybuilder. I'm not even saying that to be facetious. Like, genuinely, I think she would do better there than she would at professional fighting.
Wait, wrong. She beat Pierre Rodriguez. It was a DQ by headbutts.
Yes, she was losing very, very bad, though. And then Rodriguez just decided to cock her head back when she was on top and headbutt her in the face for literally no... I think we were watching that fight together. Maybe not, but she cocked her head back and just headbutted her right in the face for no reason.
Very low IQ moment. So she should be 0-3 in her last 3.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
That fight went another couple minutes. She was losing, like, very bad.
Give me Sosa.
Yeah, give me Sosa. I'm rocking with the decision here. I don't think Sosa's too dangerous. I don't think she has too much finishing ability, and I think at Carnelosi's core, she's at least tough. So, pretty straightforward on that one. We're going to be rocking with the decision. And then moving up, we have, what, 3 women's fights on this card. So we're getting 2 of them out of the way. Now, this fight, I absolutely could see a finish happening. So we got Yunesi Dubin.
The official weight for Yunesi Dubin.
Coming in at 125.
124.
Coming up against Jesla Chavez, coming in at 124. So Yunesi Dubin, does she really belong in the UFC is the question. She, huge underdog in her Contender Series fight, managed to knock the girl out in the first round. Do I think that happens again? If they fought again? Maybe not. Maybe not. I like Dubin here, though. Like, Brody and me are both on the Dubin side here on the plus 260 money line. I think Chavez is the better fighter, but I think Chavez is also very live to get caught in the first round. Clearly, Dubin's carrying some serious power for the weight class, and any girl that's able to get if you haven't seen that knockout, go watch it. It was a really solid knockout. But I think Chavez is kind of there to catch a couple of these shots. And maybe Dubin got the jitters out the way in the first fight. She got knocked out by Crispy Judice, but I mean, that's what Carly's been doing to girls lately, She threw a nasty head kick, caught her. I will say, playing our own advocate here, Dubin is also kind of plotty and able to get hit a lot. So I think the safest bet on this entire fight right here would be fight does not go the distance or fight to end by KO. I will be playing the Dubin KO a little bit. I'm not emptying out the bank to put it on it, But I don't think Chavez should have won the fight that got her into the UFC. So I see this being kind of a low level, very sloppy, somebody's going to get caught kind of match. I do not think this fight goes the distance.
I agree. Yeah, Chavez is just there to be hit. After her Dana White Contender Series fight, like she was busted up bad. Like it didn't make sense at how she won the fight. Yeah, Dyer lost, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how she won the fight. I really didn't. The damage was on Dyer's side. Yeah, it's crazy. And if the power that Dubin brings at this weight class, if just a couple of those punches connect, I think Chavez might go out. Just out cold. Especially with all the damage she already occurred in that last fight. If she keeps occurring, it's going to be sooner and sooner. But I like Dubin. I like the KO. And if Dubin's not getting it, I think Chavez will get it because, like you said, Dubin's there to be hit as well.
Yep. Hey, Shama. What's up, Anthony? Welcome in.
Give me either fighter here by KO. I like that prop. I like this to end in round 1. Dubin's fights usually do.
Yep.
Either fighter round 1 KO, Dubin round 1 KO.
So straight for both of them, the Dubin KO round 1's a plus 1,600. Chavez round 1 KO is a plus 425, which is actually kind of crazy. Potential long shot parlay piece right there. Or we go
fight to not go to round 3.
Yep, we go here, round props. Fight to start round 3, no. Sitting at a plus 135. Plus 135. That's a nice parlay piece. The under's a nice parlay piece. The under 2.5 gives you an extra couple of minutes on this, and that would be sitting at a minus 110. So give up a couple of points for a couple extra minutes if you want. I think that's super, super safe. I really like fights not go the distance. I'll be posting some slips in our Discord later, and one of them is a juiced fight does not go the distance parlay, and I think you guys will like it a lot. So after we're done with the stream, I'll make sure to post everything in there, so definitely check that out. But 80% of you D-Gens going on Chavez. I understand. I do understand, but I don't think either girl here is exponentially better than the other. Obviously, Chavez is the better fighter. I don't think she's miles above Dubin. Maybe I'm eating my words in 24 hours. We'll see. But that's the plays that we like. 1 second. Third fight on the card. We got Jordan Levitt going up against Joe Anderson Brito. Brito looking good.
145 and a half.
Coming in 145 and a half.
The official weight for Joe Anderson Brito.
He's been doing really good, like, lately in his career. He's been looking really good. Oh, my God.
145 and a half.
145 and a half.
Oh, my God. He looks like... All right, so we got we got Jordan Levitt going up against Joe Anderson Brito. Bro, that scared the shit out of me. I did not even a chrome dome right now. He's aerodynamic. So Jordan Levitt,
Half the official weight for Jordan Levitt.
coming at 145 and a half. He knows the kind of fighter he is. We all know the kind of fighter he is. He's going to be looking to get this to the ground. He doesn't have underrated striking. He just doesn't have good striking. Brito, absolutely dangerous in all aspects of his game. Great grappling, which Levitt also has. But Brito's got some bricks for hands, man. He's got some serious power in his hands. I think Levitt... I think if Brito is careful about when he shoots his takedowns, he'll be all right. If he goes in there dry and he just immediately starts trying to get this to the ground, in my opinion, that's going to be a low IQ move. I think he's going to want to work combinations into takedowns because Jordan Levitt, he only has like a 35% takedown accuracy. He doesn't blast doubles. He doesn't shoot single legs. He reverses and he trips you and he gets you in the clinch and he trips you. He's not some amazing wrestler, you know. He's got really good control on the ground though. So if he starts, I'm going Brito. Good, me too. I think if Levitt starts to kind of find his way on the ground, we could be sweating a little bit. But I see Brito with his strong hips being able to reverse positions, get back on top, drop some bombs, drop some elbows. I see him being able to stuff takedowns if Levitt starts trying to shoot him. And I think if we see Levitt start trying to shoot takedowns, that means Brito's already rolling downhill. If Brito starts really hurting Levitt on the feet, he absolutely, we could see Levitt trying to shoot some panic takedowns here. Levitt obviously live to control the fight to a decision. I would say he's semi-live to get Brito. I don't think he's as live as Brito is to get a finish here. But I like the Brito KO a lot here. I think I could see a ground and pound KO. I could see Jordan Levitt getting a little overzealous on the ground. You know, Brito's pretty smart with position control. I could see him getting half guard and just dropping elbows. I think if he's smart, he stays out of full guard, tries to play side control, half guard. But I like Brito to get a finish here.
You going Brito finish?
Decision's live too. But I like the KO or decision. What's that sitting at?
If Brito gets a finish,
KO.
it could be a KO. Levitt's chin really hasn't been tested yet now that he's cutting an extra 10 pounds. I think a submission for Brito would be more live. Levitt's been subbed multiple times. He's yet to been knocked out. But I like a Brito by decision. That's
Brito,
what I'm rocking with.
ITDs plus 145, KO or decision minus 135, decision straight sit at a plus 205.
Brito, in his fight against Gomez, he did a few little low IQ moments where if he wouldn't have made those mistakes, that was his fight. And that's what this comes down to. It could come down to one or two low IQ moments. Brito makes a quick mistake, and Levitt just finds a way to get the back, finds a way to make a sweep. But I think it's going to be a very competitive BJJ UFC fight, and I think Brito's going to come up with a decision on the end of it.
Yeah, decision so like plus 205, super duper live.
Brito to win over 1.5 if you don't trust the decision completely, because I don't think Levitt's going to get caught early, and it'd be under I think it's fight parlays.
Yeah, Brito and over 1.5 is a minus 105.
That's not bad.
No, it's a very nice parlay piece. I like it. Yeah, I don't see Brito getting him out of there in the first round. I think Levitt's the most live in the first round. But I do I like it. I like it.
Yeah, the Monkey King's gonna want to grapple.
Yeah. If you think Levitt wins, submission's at a plus 600, decision at a plus 3. I don't want to hear fight to end by sub.
That's probably live.
Plus 225.
Yeah.
I don't want to see anybody saying, "Oh, he looked so good against Del Valle," because he looked like shit in the third round against Del Valle, who we know is an absolute fraud. So keep that in mind. The longer this goes, the less it should favor Jordan Levitt. All right, moving up. We got the last women's fight on the card. We got Priscilla Cachoeira going up against Chelsea Chandler.
135 pounds, the official weight for Chelsea Chandler.
Chandler coming in at 135. She looked a little off there, yeah.
135.
Cachoeira looks good. 135 and a half.
Weight for Priscilla Cachoeira.
All right, so if you know this girl here, you know she's KO or bust. Cachoeira's KO or bust for the most part. Very dangerous in the first round. Chelsea Chandler's going to be a little bit bigger than her in there. That's weird. 55% picking her, but she's still the underdog right now. She's going to be a little bit bigger in there. And if she has any sense of fight IQ, she's going to understand that she is not safe on the feet against Priscilla Cachoeira. I mean, we watched Chelsea Chandler turn and run away from Bruna Brazil on the feet, literally turn and literally run away from her. Chelsea Chandler's going to be looking to get this fight to the ground. She's going to be looking to control and get to a decision. Priscilla's got some nasty uppercuts, dude. We've seen her turn girls into Pez dispensers, just completely knocking their head back. I like Priscilla to get this done by finish. The KO sitting at a plus 210. Realistically, it's probably the first round or early into the second round. And if we hit that halfway through the fight mark, it's going to start favoring Chelsea Chandler a lot. It will. Priscilla's cardio sucks. She throws with 110% power on every single shot, which gasses you out. But we got Priscilla KO round 1 sitting at a plus 500. So I like the number on it. KO straight plus 115. I don't think Chelsea Chandler really has much finishing upside here, unless she's able to just completely gas out Priscilla and maybe wrap up a sub. But they call Priscilla Zombie Girl for a reason, I like the finish here. I like the plus 210 KO.
This fight definitely ends by finish. It's either Chandler gets a submission or Priscilla gets a KO. I like Priscilla getting the KO. Chandler's been known for running. Rumors have it she's on that Ozempic, and that could have compromised her chin.
I'm just going to grab a drink. It's really hot in my office right now. Be right back.
Now, Priscilla's usually, Cachoeira is usually round 1 or bust. The round 1 KO for her is what I'm seriously looking at to play. After that, it's like Chandler by submission round 2, Chandler submission round 3. A good parlay piece for this might be, he's gone, so I'll try to check the odds right here for you. It would be Priscilla, but he's back already. What are the? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can't hear me. What are the odds on the Priscilla KO or Chandler submission?
Yeah, Chandler gets a sub, probably round 2, round 3. Nice flyer, plus 13, plus 17. But I'm rocking with the Priscilla KO. Plus 210.
Priscilla KO or Chelsea by sub is a plus 100.
Not bad. What's let me see what fight to not go distance is on here. Minus 140 to not go distance. I like that too. Cool.
Another quick, easy one.
Yep.
This should be a quick one.
Chelsea
Chandler's
running
her opponent,
next?
so.
All right, this one's gonna be a good fight. So we got Bruno Silva going up against Edgar Chairez. Edgar coming in at 126.
126 pounds, the official weight for Edgar.
Has not been
Chairez.
looking too good lately in his career. Going up against Bruno Silva, who's actually been looking pretty decent lately.
126 pounds, the official weight for Bruno Silva.
Took me a little bit to start putting some respect on Bruno's name, I can't lie. I really like this fight against Charles Johnson. All right, so both of them looking good on the scale, to be expected. So 56% of you guys on Chairez on DraftKings, a slight underdog still. So money's starting to come in on Chairez. I don't know here though, because who was it? I'm blanking. Was it Bunez that got the back of Chairez?
Yep.
Okay. If Bruno, if Bruno gets, yes, that's right. If Bruno gets your back like that, I think he's subbing you up. I do. I don't necessarily see Bruno getting to that position, like super duper easy. But I think Chairez is a little too willing to be on his back for a little too long. He's always looking for that triangle. He's going to be looking for a guillotine, either a standing high elbow or off of a takedown. But I don't know. I feel like at this point in their careers, Bruno has a little bit more momentum in his favor. I think he's going to be a bit better on the feet. I think he's going to offensively wrestle a bit better. And I think as long as he's smart, and if he gets him down and keeps his elbows tucked in nice, and he doesn't give up an arm for a triangle, I could absolutely see Bruno rocking his way to a decision here. I don't see Bruno finishing him here. I think Edgar Chairez is very tough. He definitely embodies that Mexican fighting spirit. But I think it's going to be a very close fight. I could absolutely see a 29-28. I could see a split decision. But I think Bruno's going to pick up the pace a little bit earlier when it counts, and I think he's going to get the ball rolling faster.
Yeah. Bruno, I didn't really get a good look at his back on the scale, but his chest did look like it had a little something on it. Now, I'm not saying that it's staph. I'm saying it's pimples. It looked like it might have had a little something on it.
Like right there.
Little something, yeah. I'm saying pimples. And the last time you saw a bunch of pimples on this man, he came in and he subbed Hyung Sung Park in round 3. He grappled like there was nothing else mattered. Like, he took that dude down, he subbed him as fast as he could. It took to round 3, but it was still as fast as he could. He broke him. I like Silva in this spot. I feel like he's going to come in strong. He's going to come in powerful. He's going to get the takedowns. He's going to have the control time. Chairez will try to throw up a triangle because that's what he's good with. That's what he's...
And if he gets stacked, I could see Bruno putting some damage on him there.
Yeah, Bruno's very, very heavy on top.
And Bruno has short arms, too. Like, it's going to be very hard for Edgar to catch an arm for a triangle or an arm bar.
Yeah, the short arms work very well in Bruno's favor here. It's better for his body grips. It's better to avoid arm triangles. Arm bars. But, yeah, no, I like Bruno. I like the decision. I think he'll play safe. I think Chairez is tough. And I think he's going to try to make himself look a little too tough inside the small octagon and get taken down too many times. What's Bruno's takedowns?
Let's see. I agree with you, Sarah. I don't think it looked bad enough to be staph either.
No, that's pimples.
What's that going to be under on here?
Yeah, fighter props.
Fight props.
What's that last one?
Round props. There's no fighter prop. There's fight lines and fight props. Oh, here we go. Point spread. Nope.
All right. Well, if you get a takedown line, I'm thinking 4. I'm thinking he gets 4 takedowns in this fight at least.
Yeah. I can see it.
Yeah, I just think Bruno's good. There are levels to this, and
Pick'em's on the fight to go the distance.
That's parlayable.
Yep.
Because Bruno could have easily beat Charles Johnson if a few things switched. I thought Johnson, that was very close. I don't know who won it, to be honest. But the judges saw it in Charles Johnson's favor. It could have been either way.
Yeah, it was a really close fight.
Lost to Josh Van. Van's the champ. Dude's finishing everybody right now in this division. And then he finished Park. Those were his last 3 fights. So I like Bruno here. I like Silva. Chairez, too weird. Too weird of the comp right now.
Yeah.
Not being finished by Josh Van's positive, but...
Yeah. Josh Van has finished Tatsuro Taira in the 5th round, you know?
Yeah. So who would knows if that fight went 2 more rounds, he probably finds a finish on Chairez.
Yeah. All right, cool. We're both rocking with the Bruno Silva decision. Moving up, we got Marcus McGee going up against John Giannis. John.
136 pounds.
What the hell? Before we even get into this, what the fuck kind of matchmaking? What did Marcus McGee... He goes from fighting Piotr Jan. And I'm not hating on John Giannis by saying this, but to John Giannis? You go from Piotr Jan to John Giannis.
It was supposed to be Jacob Wicklex.
He'll beat Sergey City, like, okay. Or Siri City, whatever his name is, okay. it's just a very like, pew. And in my opinion, I think John Giannis got bombs in his hands, but 136.
136.
Marcus McGee coming in at 136
pounds, the official weight for Marcus McGee.
This is going to be a fun one while it lasts, man. I do not see this fight going the distance. I do think Marcus McGee is going to get him out of there by KO. I think
McGee flattens him.
Yeah. McGee's just fought the best of the best. He's fought great competition. Coming off a fight against Petr Yan, I understand he lost, but it's just such a crazy step up for Giannis and such a crazy step down for McGee. And McGee he throws missiles, throws absolute missiles. I could see him getting him out of there early. I could see him getting him out of there like fairly early. I really like the KO at plus 135. Fight to not go distance is sitting at a minus 185, so the odds makers don't think it's going the distance either. Let's see what
Now, McGee does have some low IQ moments.
Yes.
He wasn't able to take down Petr Yan, but Petr Yan did take him down. And wrestling too much in that fight is kind of what cost him there. It cost him his power in the later rounds, and that's when Yan starts to pick it up. So, low IQ here would be McGee actually not wrestling. I mean, I think he could latch up a sub on John probably pretty easily. John Giannis doesn't have the great BJJ game, submission game, and McGee has the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu background here. Giannis is a boxer. The smart way would be to sub him. But I don't know why. I also feel it with you. I think McGee's going to try to rock his head off. Because remember, this is a low IQ fighter.
Yeah.
He fell in love with his hands, and now he just wants to rock people.
Sub sitting at plus 400. Fight time by KO minus 105. It's super duper live.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's another one I don't see going the distance. I'd be shocked if this came down to the judges' scorecards. I'd be more surprised if it went to decision than if Giannis knocked him out.
What's this fight? No round 3.
I think I just had it. I think it was like a plus 100. Fight to start round 3, no, plus 100.
Even money. McGee's tough. I don't think John's going to get him out of there. He finished Jamie Surratt. Big deal. Yeah. I think McGee can knock this block off, or I think McGee can lock up a sub despite not going around 3. Seems very live.
Yep. I like it. I'm definitely more on the KO side here. I think he's just going to get into a firefight and just bite down on his mouth guard and be like, all right, you want to do this? Let's do this. So I'm rocking with the Marcus McGee KO here.
I'm with you on it. I'm rocking with the KO side.
Cool. All right, movement
I think
up.
we need to low IQ of a fighter to actually go for the takedowns.
Yeah. Last fight on the prelims, we got Matt Schnell going up against short notice Alessandro Costa. Matt Schnell was supposed to be fighting Imanol Rodriguez. Probably going to be the same outcome regardless. And it's a catch weight bout, 129.
No. What did Matt Schnell do to deserve these fights, man?
I don't know. I have no idea.
The official weight for Alessandro Costa.
Matt Schnell coming in 129 and a half.
The official weight for Matt Schnell.
Dude, Matt, he's getting his head taken off. He knows it's coming. Like he's getting his head taken off. And you saw his interviews earlier in the week. The way he was talking, he knows it's coming. Alessandro Costa, man, danger. 91% of you guys picking Alessandro Costa on the short notice. And I think if he had a full camp, he'd be a minus 2,000. Like,
I think Imanol was lining up at like a minus 1,200 at open or something.
Fight to go distance, no, minus 650. I think it should be even wider than that. I think Alessandro Costa cleans his clock in the first round, plus 110. I would be very shocked to see it go to a second round. If it does, I think that just means Matt Schnell's running away a little bit. But I don't think this cage is going to be big enough for Matt Schnell to run away. The sub could be live. Matt Schnell is pretty tough. I could see a club in sub, but I think Costa's going to plot in and I just see Matt Schnell's head spinning around 3 times before he hits the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Costa is also he's also one of the first 2 legs of my safety ladder this week. And I like him to get it done in rounds 1 and rounds 2.
Yep.
I think it's easy money.
I think
Costa
it is too.
Finish.
Matt Schnell's
Schnell
what, like
under-
1-7 in his last 8?
Yeah, if you're not finishing Matt Schnell, you probably shouldn't be in the UFC.
No.
If Matt Schnell finishes you need to retire from fighting.
Yeah, you needed to completely reset. I think this one's
go to
pretty
Dagestan for
straightforward.
2-3, then go to Thailand for 2-3.
Yeah. I think Costa round 1 is super duper safe. Kind of covers your ass for the submission. I think the KO round 1 is super safe. I think the KO under half a round is safe. I wouldn't go slapping 10 units on the under half a round, but I really could see. I think this is going to be a very quick fight. Like, I think as soon as Costa gets his hands on Matt Schnell, he's done.
I agree.
I
think we're gonna have
see
back-to-back.
no path to victory here for Matt Schnell. He's not wrestling his way to a decision. He's not submitting him. He's not knocking him out. So I'm rocking with the Alessandro Costa KO sitting on minus 225. Come on. That's crazy. That's crazy. So you know what we're rocking with. Let me know what you guys got. I don't think Brody has much to add on to that one.
No. It's pretty straightforward.
Moving up. We're kind of flying through these a little bit. I mean, they seem pretty straightforward. We got Iwo Baranuski. If you're not hip, you need to be. Going up against a short notice Junior Tafa, who does not look good. Second attempt. Yes, I forgot. Tafa missed weight by half a pound. I know that. I think he's the only person that actually missed weight. So, they didn't even show up. So 206 second attempt.
Pounds the official weight for Ivo Baranuski.
Evo looking fucking perfect, dude. Looking so good.
Yeah.
So,
Ivo had a good cut, no issues. Tafa had a bad cut, took him longer on short notice.
yeah.
He was going to slime him out in the first round, but I have it safety for round 1 or 2. That's the first ladder, the first step of the ladder. I got 10 units on
What
it,
are you
guys.
doing, step ladder?
It's the first step of the ladder. It's a plus 146 plus money on Iwo and Costa. How can you say no to that?
Yeah. So I see this fight announced. I'm like, Evo's taking his fucking head off. Easy. But then you gotta think about it for a minute. And you're like, all right, Junior Tafa took this fight on short notice. He wasn't forced to. So clearly, in Junior Tafa's mind, he's thinking, I can tire this guy out. I can get him into the later rounds. I can use my technical abilities to win a decision or finish him. Iwo, however, I'm sure you guys have all seen his fight against Iwo at this point. If you haven't, you're living under a rock. If you haven't, go spend 2 minutes and watch it. And then come back, seriously. Iwo does not... He's 27 years old. He does not want to be in firefights like he was against Iwo in every single one of his fights. He said that. He said that in his interview this week. He said, I don't even want to get hit in this fight. Not because he's afraid to, but because he wants to show what else he's got. You know, he's a very good judo artist. He's a pretty good wrestler. He doesn't plan on getting hit this fight. How do you not get hit against a kickboxer? You take him down. Obviously, Iwo's easiest path to victory here is the fight starts, he blasts a takedown immediately and works for an arm triangle or something. You know, Tapa has negative ability on the ground. Like, you get him down, he's not scrambling, he's not getting to his hips, he's not setting up scissor guards, butterfly guards, X guards, none of that. He just lays flat and he prays to God that you can't do anything to him before the round ends. So, Iwo should be looking to take him down here and get a submission. All of Iwo's fights end in the first round. The only thing I'm afraid of is that Iwo carries so much power, and now seeing that Junior Top had a horrible weight cut, I'm afraid that Iwo knocks him out on accident. Like, I genuinely feel like he could knock him out accidentally and not even get a chance to wrestle him. I'm rocking with the sub. I like the juice money. The sub sitting at plus 300. You think he gets it done in the first? It's sitting at a plus 5. I'd be lying to you if I told you I didn't think he'd get a knockout. Obviously, he can get a knockout. He's got some legendary Polish power in his hands. Genuinely, I do believe, after seeing his interviews and discussing it with Brody, if the KO happens, it's a whoopsie daisy. Like, I think he knocks him out and he's like, no, fuck.
As he's falling, latches up a ghillie real quick.
Yeah. Maybe we get like a Grasso situation where he's like, oh shit, I had this up. Like, genuinely accidentally, yeah. Like, he could just completely shut Top off with one shot. But if he's really true to his word and he really doesn't want to get hit at all and he wants to actually showcase some stuff, he goes in, doesn't throw a strike, shoots a takedown, and busts a whole lot of parlays. But if you're hip and you're paying attention, you might be rocking with that plus 300 sub. I know Brody's got something in the Discord with the submission going that you should definitely check out because it's fucking juiced. But just keep that in mind. Shama! What's going on, Crusher? How are you? Welcome to the stream. So we got round one, obviously, Sid. I don't even know what this is going to be. I guarantee it's going to be fight to not go distance. I'm going to say minus 850. Yeah. You got a former heavyweight in Tapa who has fought a couple of times at light heavyweight now, but he's not gonna be carrying like some crazy speed, some insane power. He was never a giant heavyweight. You saw them on the scales. Let me just bring that back again. This, right? Compared to that. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah, you can't go against Iwo.
Look at him. He looks ready. He looks ready to not get hit. And I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident in the submission the more we've talked about it. Round one, which it should be round one, sitting at a plus 500 on DraftKings, I think. I know it was on Fanatics. Sub round one. Plus 400 on DraftKings. You get a little bit better odds on Fanatics.
Yeah, I think Iwo has a good camp behind him.
Yeah.
I think he's a high IQ fighter. I think he's smart enough. I think that first fight in the UFC was an insane brawl. Probably the best first round ever in the UFC history.
And it absolutely could have gone the other way. There's a world where he gets hit by Ebo and doesn't get back up.
Yes, there is.
So he showed toughness. He showed grit. That I wouldn't say that fight showed high IQ, but
no. The fight against Austin Lane showed a little bit more IQ. Knowing that Austin Lane was cutting weight to 205 means there's going to be less water around certain areas of the brain.
Yep.
Easier to damage him. He's already known for getting knocked out. I think Evil's camp and him knew, if I just touch this guy a few times, he's done. And that was it. Now, this time his camp is and him are both thinking, it's a Tafa. I don't have to get hit here at all.
Bad weight cut.
I can just take him down. Yeah, I can just take him down and sub him. This is going to be easy for
Evo is only 27. If he wants to be in this sport for another 5-6 years, he can't be getting in brawls like he was against Ebo. You get 3 fights like that in your career max before it changes you. Look at Dan Hooker versus Dustin Poirier in 2020. That was a fucking Tuesday night. Changed Dan Hooker's life. Not for the better. So I'm rocking with the Ewo round 1 submission. Probably throw up the round 1 KO as a flyer with something else, but I like the sub. If what he's saying is true, and he's really trying to not get hit here, and he doesn't knock him out accidentally, we should get the round 1 sub here. 81% of you guys picking Ewo.
Gets taken down. Oh, does Ewo have a takedown line on this one? Because the top throws a kick and gets taken down, or he overextends on the right and gets taken down.
Bro, the significant strikes is 18.5. That's so funny. Ewo takedowns are 0.5. Bro, the over. The over is so live.
What is it at? What's the minus? 140?
Under 0.5 is minus 105. Over 0.5 is minus 125.
Yeah, the over's live. The over's live. I like that.
Oh, you don't think the Tapa total takedowns at plus 1,000 is live?
Tafa's not gonna get a takedown. Tafa can't get a takedown if his life depended on it.
No.
Especially against Ewo.
Yeah.
You guys were against Ewo. He's getting tossed over.
Yeah.
Hip thrown.
Yeah, give me the round 1 sub. It's plus 400 on DraftKings, plus 500 where I'm going to be playing it. I like it. Moving up. Another short notice fight. A lot of them on this card. Bryce Mitchell going up against Santiago Luna. Santiago Luna looking great.
136 pounds.
What's he? He's 21, right?
Santiago Luna.
Yeah.
The TTT.
Young buck.
135.5.
Mitchell leaving quick. Did you see how? What? Watch it again.
Yeah, no, he got off the scale. He got off the scale kind of quick.
Eyes closed.
He didn't pose or anything.
Boom.
He's like, yeah, I'm gone.
135.
They had to tell him to get back on there.
Bryce Mitchell.
He don't look good, man. He don't look good. He was fighting at 145 for a bit. It wasn't going too good for him. Back down to 135 now against a short notice opponent. Santiago Luna sitting on a plus 105. So here's the thing. Santiago Luna, 8-0. He's very early in his career. Bryce Mitchell, we've seen him on the wrong end of some pretty nasty highlight reels. Josh Emmett, that ninja choke against John Silva. What Bryce Mitchell does have here is the experience. He's way more experienced. He has fought the way better competition. And I don't know how Luna is going to perform against such a well-versed, heavy wrestler. I think this fight, we're going to know pretty early on how it's going to play out. Bryce Mitchell, he has some underrated striking. I'll admit it. He's got some underrated striking. It's not the best, but definitely gets overlooked by his wrestling and his top pressure. That's where his game really, really shines, is his top pressure. Just pins dudes down, keeps them there the whole fight. Luna's dangerous, though, dude. He's very dangerous. And he's very smart. And I was watching his interviews earlier in the week, and it was the same thing. He said, my coaches are very honest with me. And if they didn't think I could win this fight, we wouldn't have taken it. He sees a path to victory here. Does he chin Bryce Mitchell? I don't know. Does he sub Bryce Mitchell? I don't think so. Does he find his way to a decision? Very likely. Especially after seeing Bryce Mitchell look like that on the scales, it puts a little bit more favor in the KO for me. One of the media members was asking Luna, like, what's something in your game that you've reviewed and you think you need to address a little bit more? And he said, which I thought was crazy, he said he needs to be more aggressive, especially when he hurts somebody. He's trying to instill that killer finisher instinct in himself, which usually you got it or you don't, but it can be added into your arsenal. He's only 21 years old, dude, so he's so young, so early in his career. Absolutely the best competition he's fought up until this point is Bryce Mitchell. But seeing Bryce on the scales, man, he don't look good. He looks very drained. He's never blown me away at 135. 50-50, man. 51% of you guys on Santiago Luna. I don't remember if my original pick earlier in the week was KO or decision, but I'm kind of feeling KO. I'm kind of feeling a little bit better about the KO after seeing Mitchell like that. Especially Luna saying he needs to be more aggressive. But if the thing is, if he's over aggressive, that's when he can get taken down and things can really start going south for him. I like the KO or decision.
Bryce
Fight to go distance, no, plus 120.
did not look really good in his debut at bantamweight against Saeed. Bryce slowed down. I don't think Bryce shot a takedown in the first round. If he did, he didn't get it. He didn't get the takedown until round 2, and that's when he started winning, when he started getting the control. Luna got some background in wrestling. He's no slouch when it comes to that department. I think he knows exactly what he's doing here. And like you said, with Bryce, how he looks on the scale, he looks terrible. The Bryce KO is very, I mean, not Bryce KO, the Luna KO is very live right now.
So plus 400 here too.
Luna to catch a sub is live. Bryce could tire out and just not want to get knocked out, but maybe not mind getting subbed out.
Bryce will never give
Luna,
up on himself. I'll say that. He'll never give up on himself.
He won't give up, but he will tire out, and that's when fighters start to make mistakes.
How many decision wins does Luna have?
Santiago Luna wins by decision R1. Angel Pacheco, his second UFC fight.
Dude, it's crazy that he's only a plus 105 on like less than 2 weeks notice. So that's telling you guys something. 10 years younger plays a difference, but it's not like Bryce Mitchell's 41, you know.
He has a good camp behind him.
He does.
Right?
He's a very good team. They're very smart. They know him.
Let me just tell you some of the guys that are like in this camp, you know.
Yep.
We got Michael Morales.
Boom.
We got Andreas Luna Marinetti. Juan Diaz.
Who showed the fuck up. I was writing his praises again in that Wellmaker fight, by the way. I just got to toot my own horn there. Called that shit. I said,
Edgar
who the fuck is
Shirez,
Wellmaker?
who's also on this card. Like, there's a lot
So you know
of
their
good
whole
people.
camp, they're really getting ready for this.
There's a lot of good people in this camp. So I think he has the right team behind him. A lot of these great fighters are starting to come up, especially if they're in the UFC. They seem to get a lot of extra juice behind the camp. Yeah, give me Luna. Give me the finish. KO or sub. I'm leaning more towards the KO because sub seems so out likely.
Yeah, sub seems a little bit far-fetched for me against Bryce Mitchell.
But you never know. I mean,
plus 290 on the inside the distance, though.
I never thought Gene Silva would sub Bryce. I thought he would just knock his head off. And
I never
Ninja
thought
choked
Gene
it.
Silva would sub anybody. Like, I didn't see that coming at all. I thought he was just a striker, and makes sense with the fighting nerds, but
proved us wrong. But yeah, Bryce didn't look good. He really did not look good on that scale. Cardio issues at 135 against Saeed is not going to look good against Luna, who was going to be 3-round ready to go.
yeah. Give me the Luna KO or decision.
Yeah, I think that's safe.
And let me just double check what that was sitting at.
Sorry, guys, if it's not much for me. I'm a little out of it today. Not feeling the best.
KO. Yeah, y'all are lucky you showed up today. Luna KO or decision. Plus 125, so you're still getting plus money on it.
Yeah, this fight to end by sub might also be a little sneaky, too.
That's sitting at a plus 280.
Because you never know.
Fight time by
gets higher
decision,
after
minus
target.
160. Nice little parlay piece.
No, they're good.
All right.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
Movement up. We got Fares Siam going up against Tom Nolan.
135.5, the official weight.
And after this, there we go. Tom Nolan coming in 155.
155 pounds.
Did he
the
dye
official
his
weight
hair?
for Tom Nolan.
I'm not sure. I think his hair's brown.
Swear he was a blonde.
156 pounds. The official
Fares
weight
Siam
for
coming in at
Fares
156.
Siam.
I'm not the biggest Fares Siam fan, but I will sing his praises a little bit here. He's getting good. You know, he's pretty good on the feet. His anti-grappling's getting really good. He's got the long ass arms, so he's always live to wrap up some type of front choke. Tom Nolan, I think he's going to be a little bit slower everywhere that he's going to need to kind of shine here. I think Fares Siam's going to be able to piece him up on the feet. I think Fares Siam's going to be able to keep this on the feet if he would like to. And I think Fares Siam's going to be able to kind of, even in the smaller cage, I think he's going to be able to dance around it a little bit and stay safe. I see Fares Siam having no problem finding his way to a decision here. KO apparently is a little bit more likely, but I don't know. KO sitting at a plus 175, decision plus 180. I kind of like the decision a little bit more. You're gonna have to sweat it for a little bit longer. But I could see Ziam. Ziam's like, he's starting to pick it up his last couple of fights. Like, he's trying to not Belal himself, you know, he's trying to put on a performance for you. He's just not that dude. So he kind of has to force it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm on your side here. I'm on Ziam. I think he picks up a decision. I mean, Tom Nolan, you said was a rookie to watch out for. So I'm gonna get him some credit.
I mean, he's not bad. He's, what, 1-4 in his last 5, Tom Nolan? And Ziam's also on like a 6-fight win streak.
You mean 4-1? Nolan 4-1.
Yeah, sorry, I said that backwards. Yep.
I mean, he just subbed up a really hot prospect that people thought were gonna be on fire. I mean, even the UFC gave Curtis Campbell those pink shorts, and Nolan just subbed him in round 2. Like it was nothing.
Yeah, and then, oh my god, what was his name? Put a fucking absolute halt to that train. The KO,
Yeah.
which we called, by the way. We called that shit.
Yeah, so, oh yeah, Ziam knocking out Sadikov, which he never knocked out anybody, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Which is why I think he wins a decision here.
Yeah,
you
he's
know,
not like,
he's gonna
I don't think he's
not-
transforming into a KO artist by any means.
The level Ziam's fighting is just higher comp. And he's beating people he should beat. Like the win against Mike Davis, even though the paint fume issue was there, it's still a good win.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ziam has no problem finding his way to a decision here. I think it's a little too much too soon for Tom Nolan.
The smaller cage might force Ziam to engage more, but
Which I think he's going to be looking to. I think he's going to be looking to get a couple finishes in a row and cement his name a little bit here, but I don't know if he gets it done against Tom Nolan. Like, I don't know if he gets a KO done against Tom Nolan.
Who was the dude that beat Tom Nolan? Let me look that up real quick.
Good
I
question.
don't know it off the top of my head.
Yeah, I can't think of it off the top of my head either.
It was Nicholas Moda by KO. And that was 2 years ago. I mean, going to a decision with Borislav, decision with Alex Reyes, knocked out Victor Martin. Yeah, I mean, dude, he could get knocked out here. Ziam could knock him out.
Let's see what the KO decision's probably like a minus 250, minus 225. Not a terrible parlay piece. Slap a bunch of fucking double chances together for a parlay. That'd be a nice one for it.
Before.
Yeah. That's definitely a safe one, though, because I don't see Ziam getting a sub here. I don't see Nolan finishing him here.
I don't either. Matty Betts was talking about as a Yam sub, but again, anything Matty Betts gets on is kind of a little fishy.
Yeah, Matty.
So he's
I
taking
don't
his
like
spot
his
with Shane
UFC
Parr away from
picks.
it.
I like his energy, but
Yeah, it's
I
good
don't
energy.
think I don't
Good
think.
football picks.
Yeah, good football picks, but I love you though,
Good
Matty. I
football.
like your cycles. No hate. I'm not trying to sound like a certified hater here, but you and Hey Drive are not doing too hot this year, my boys. Not doing too hot this year. That's all.
I'm liking Hey Jab's picks this week.
Well, if they're close to ours, it's scaring me.
I think they're all like ours.
So Ziam KO decision sit up minus 225. KO, if you really think he's gonna get it, plus 175, plus 180 on the decision. Money line sitting at a minus 298. So do with that as you may. I think he's gonna get a decision here. Moving up, we got Brendan Allen going up against Edmund
186
Shabazian.
pounds, the official weight
Dude,
for
his right arm
Edmund
is
Shabazian.
huge.
Day looks like Quagmire
Bigger than his left.
185 and a
going up against Brendan Allen.
185.5, the official weight for
You know he's
Brendan.
repping Brazil this time, right? Was that you that told me that?
Brendan Allen is?
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
I
it
didn't
wasn't
tell
you
you
that
that.
told me
No, that's funny.
Brendan Allen, in his 3 fights in a row, is going to be a different flag from American. His last fight, he repped Canada. And this fight, he's repping Brazil. He will walk out with the Brazilian flag.
Why?
That's a great question. Apparently, his wife is Brazilian.
Alrighty. Well, if Brendan Allen. Alright. Let's not just completely write out Edmund Shabazian here. Edmund Shabazian definitely live for a first round knockout. That's kind of what he does to people. Brendan Allen's fought the better competition. If Brendan Allen's smart here, big if, he tries to get this to the ground and gets a submission. He doesn't sit and bang with Edmund Shabazian because he could absolutely get put out. I'm putting my faith in Brendan Allen being smart here, which I know is a long shot, and I think he's going to be able to wrap up a later round submission. Decently confident in that. But I think it could be a little bit of a sweaty first round. He also could come out and just pick him up and slam him on his head like he did to Imavov. But he ended up losing that fight, but I do think Brendan Allen, yeah, he was losing that fight too for a little bit. So he's tough. But I do think Brendan Allen should be able to find his way to a submission here, get the back, lock up a rear naked choke or something. What are you thinking, Brody?
I see where you're coming from, and that's why I do have a bet on Brendan Allen by sub. But my main call here is Allen to win a decision because I think he's a low IQ fighter, showing by how much he changes his flag, showing by how he chooses to stand and bang when he should probably wrestle, when he should stand and bang instead of wrestling, and then he wrestles. Like, to me, is going to come down to if he gets out of round 1.
Yeah.
If this gets out of round 1, Allen's going to win. Shabazian's power will probably be gone at that point. He throws everything into that first round. Allen gets out of round 1. Whether he strikes or wrestles, he's going to win the decision. I think he's going to spend this time striking because I think he's an idiot. I would really love to see Allen just come out there, shoot some takedowns, get control, and finish this fight late second
It
or
would
third
definitely
round.
help my heart palpitations.
That would be great.
But relying
Yeah, I
on
think
Brendan Allen to fight smart is kind of not too smart in its own right.
Brendan Allen's really bad at IQ, but I think he wins a decision anyway. He's still a good fighter. I mean, he shut down RDR, which, call it what you want, RDR quit. We don't know how the judges really would have saw that at the end.
Let's see, Allen, Saber, Shabazian, KO, minus 135. Allen decision or Shabazian KO minus 130. Brendan Allen by KO or decision, or by sub or decision, minus 145. Very nice parlay piece.
KO rounds 1 or 2.
Fight props.
Popular.
Shabazian KO round 1 is a plus 550. Round 2 is a plus 800. I'm trying to
And
see
then Allen
where
sub round 2 or 3.
Allen sub round 2 plus 750. Allen sub round 3 plus 1100.
That's how you should play this one, guys.
Yeah, that's smart. This could definitely be a good one to kind of just sit out and live bet. I wouldn't go betting the house on Brendan Allen. He's not that smart. Let's make that crystal clear.
And then live bet Allen after that if you want a better number on him, because he'll be probably dog money going into the second round.
Maybe. I think Shabazian's going to be round 1 or bust here. But we'll see. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, I agree.
It depends on if Brendan Allen brings his thinking cap or if he left it at home. 88% of you guys on Brendan Allen, and I can't blame you. You got anything else for that one, Brody?
No.
That's the co-main, right? Damn, we're on to the main event already. Damn, we've been live for over an hour. That's quick. Alrighty. Controversial decisions here. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Bonfim looked good.
Gabriel Bonfim coming in at 170.5.
Gabriel Bonfim.
Let me remind you guys, the worst of the Bonfim brothers somehow turned out to be the best.
Belal looking good too, man.
170 and a half.
Belal, no
for
one
Belal
remembers his
Muhammad.
name, Mohammed.
Man, nah. People got to put some respect on Belal's name. He's a good fighter. He's got the. I mean, no one put any respect on Marab's name until he defended the belt, because he wasn't getting finishes. But Belal does deserve some respect. He's a tough dude. He's a good fighter. He's a good boxer. However, he gets fucking beat up in the first couple rounds, usually. I was talking to Brody before this about how Ian Gary couldn't finish him. All right, he made a good point. Who does Ian Gary finish? Ian Gary more so neutralizes people. He neutralized Carlos Prates. He never almost finished Carlos Prates. He just completely negated his game plan. Ian Gary is one of the highest fight IQ fighters in combat sports. He's able to run these lines and carry the ones and do the square roots and the equations in his head live while it's happening. He's very, very smart. He's not super duper dangerous. JDM couldn't finish Belal. All right. That's a little bit more like, okay. Gabriel Bonfim, though, he's not going to be looking to just shut Belal's lights off. I mean, he will be, but that's not how he would get it done. He would get it done by knees up the middle, elbows in the clinch, and just wearing on him quickly. Not over the course of 5 rounds. This fight leaves the second round. I will be live betting Belal, probably with whatever's left in my account rolled over. Like, Belal, if he can survive these first couple rounds, which, I don't know if Belal's ever been knocked out. I don't know if he's been subbed. I don't know if he's been finished. I don't know off the top of my head, honestly.
Yes.
He has. Okay. But Gabriel Bonfim hits so hard, dude. So hard. And he's not like a round one sleeper. Like, he's going to come out. He's going to be trying to finish Belal early. And if he can start working these leg kicks and kind of neutralize Belal's boxing and start working the body shots and the kicks and the knees up the middle, I could see this fight ending by body shots in the first or second, in the second round. I don't think Belal gets finished in the first. However,
Belal was knocked out once, and it was by Vicente Luque back in 2016.
Yeah, so 10 years ago. Like, you don't rate that.
Never been subbed.
Yeah. So he's fucking tough. He's very tough. Do we think Gabriel Bonfim is the first person to finish him? Or, well,
Second.
first in 10 years, I mean. I kind of do. A lot of people are saying, do we not learn about Bonfim, blah, 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 blah. I understand. I see both sides of the fence. It's going to be Belal decision or Gabriel Bonfim, round 1, round 2 KO for me. This leaves the second round. I promise you Belal wins a decision. Maybe even a KO on Belal's side if he puts the pressure on him. Because if this makes it to the 4th, 5th round, Gabriel's going to have almost no output. He will be completely gassed. We've seen him gas out in the 3rd round bad. Like really, really badly gassed out. And Belal is not going to gas out unless he's taking some heavy, heavy, heavy shots to the body. So if I was Bonfim, the only shot I would be throwing to the head would be a jab. I would just jab, shoot to the body. Jab, shoot to the body. Maybe throw a cross, like maybe throw a 2 here and there, but I would mainly just be setting up that jab, popping his head back and ripping a knee. Popping his head back, ripping a knee.
What Belal does kind of well is engage in wrestling when one's hurt.
Yep.
That's something you should not do here against Bonfim.
Correct.
A lot of Bonfim's submission wins come from the club and sub aspect. He will hurt you. People either shoot on him or they drop, and then he'll latch up a sub through it. Doing that, Belal does that tired and rocked. Bonfim will just latch it up real fast. He'll sub him. You don't care. Belal's never been sub before. He only has 1 submission win with all his control time, which is kind of crazy. So Belal's not much of a BJJ guy, but he knows how to defend everything. I think Bonfim can finish this fight in rounds 1 or 2. The knees he throws up the middle when people shoot on him are brutal. They are very brutal. I just like the KO spot here, and I'm with you. If this gets out of round 2, I feel like Belal by then should be a big dog because Bonfim should put a lot of pressure and power on him in the first 2 rounds. Round 3 comes, Bonfim's tired. Live bet Belal before that bell rings in round 3.
Yeah. I couldn't have said it better myself. I think it's pretty cut and dry on that. 1 or 2 for Bonfim, or rocking a decision for Belal. Anything else you want to add into this one, Brody?
No, let's build this tag team parlay.
Oh yeah, let's see what we're rocking with. All right. You want to start with the underdogs?
Yeah, let's do the dog. Let's do the dog team.
All right, you can pick first.
All right, let me see what I'm rocking with here. For underdogs that I am liking, I mean, Dubin's not like a great dog. Not one I'm thinking of really to throw into this.
I'd say there's better dogs.
Possibility. Not a dog. Not a dog. All right, I see like 2 dogs.
Yeah, actually, the more I look at it, there's only a couple to pick from.
Yeah.
There's some close lines, but like Bruno Silva's a slight favorite.
Should we consider the slight ones as dogs too, or like even near even money? 'Cause that
Nope.
seems pretty close to me.
And a dog.
And a dog. Okay.
And a dog.
I'll take Priscilla.
Everyone right
Cash
now, who's your favorite underdog on the card? You taking Priscilla?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I think I'm gonna take Priscilla. Unless somebody else can give me a better underdog, I think I'm gonna go Priscilla on this.
All right, Priscilla Luna. Luna's my favorite underdog here.
That's what I had the feeling it was gonna be.
Yep. So Luna and Priscilla, money lines paired. You get a minus or 2 plus 105s on DraftKings. Have you sitting at a plus 320 on the money lines.
Cachoeira plus Luna. I'll have to play that.
Yep.
Now let's go for a favorite parlay. What's the tag team looking like?
I like. So without going like minus 400, yeah.
Nothing over minus 400.
Yeah. Give me. Damn, that pick'ems now.
It's hard, right?
There's a couple. Silva.
Silva.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Ooh. Do I go early or do I go late?
What are you more confident in?
Guess I'm more confident in the earlier call since they're both the same money line. Give me Burrito.
I knew it. So you get a minus 118 and a minus 180. Put you at a plus 187 on the tag team. I like it. I like it. So if you guys are not yet in the Discord, there's a link to it in our channel description. Brody already got most, I'd say, or a good amount of his parlays put in there. I haven't gotten a chance yet. I just got them from work. They're all in there.
All of mine are currently in there, yeah.
After the stream, I'm going to start typing mine out or sharing them from Fanatics, whatever, getting those put into to Discord. So you can check all those. You can see our favorites, our underdog parlay. You can see that under-over parlay I cooked up. It's nice. It's really nice. It's super duper live. It's big. It's a long shot, but it is very... I think it's one of the most live long shots we've had in a long time. I really like it. You guys can discuss your own parlays in there. I got a channel in there for you guys to post everything in, share. We can cook a community parlay, which I would love to do. Everyone just picks a leg, picks a prop or something.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be...
And, yeah, so that's going to be it for us today. Monday, we should have a new break video going live from a little bit earlier in the week. Some nice cards, actually. Yeah, you guys are going to want to see that one. If you haven't seen the Midnight Break yet, definitely go check that out. We got some cool cards in there. And as always, just thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I always look forward to these videos. Helps get me through my day. Love hanging out with you guys. And I think that's going to be it for us. So we will meet y'all at the counter on Sunday to cash these tickets. And you will see us on Monday when we post that break video. Next stream will be next Wednesday. As always, thank y'all so much.